GrandOldTeam.
Peace.
Dave, lost 3-1 at home to West Ham. I don't necessarily feel angry at that performance. I just feel a little bit despondent. Do you feel the same?
Yeah. You usually ask me for a one-word answer to sum up the game, and that would be stymied in this. Because stymied means to be flummoxed, to have no answers. So basically, we had no fucking answers, if pardon my language. The thing what I said to you last time was about how simple Huddersfield set up. It was 2 banks of 4. It was nothing specific. There was no sweepers or man in front. It wasn't really technological. It was just basic defending. So we went from trying to get out. We had 3 chances in the first 10 minutes where we got down the outside, little flicks, different people running and crossing the goddamn ball.
Yeah.
As soon as they shot up for 2 banks of 4, we ceased that. Hello Jazz, how are you, lad?
I'm fine.
Hello, lad. And what we tried to do then is thread balls through the middle of an hole, what only was that big when you started threading it, and then you go together, you take the ball off you. We've got a central midfield triangle of Garner Gay, Schneiderlin and Sigurdsson. And while you can win games with those players, you can also lose games with them players because the opposition knows they're not going to run past you in the attack and they're not going to chase you when you run past them. You basically...
So is that what people are getting at then when they say, look, 2 defensive midfielders or defensive-minded midfielders at home just doesn't work?
No, well, see, I go along with it on paper, but we don't play on paper. So what you've got to do, the issue is actually what we said in the first video I did for you, it's the 4 strikers. So once you go all out at home and putting 4 people at the top of the park, there's a huge hole in the middle of it. So what you need to do is those people who you choose to be in that hole, they've got to be mobile.
Yeah.
Otherwise they'll just pass down them and run off them, and that's what happened today.
Well, and I don't want to single Morgan Schneider out, so we all know about his father, which is terribly sad. But you know, it was quite evident early doors again, wasn't it?
It wasn't just Morgan Schneider.
No.
If it had been an isolated case, you'd have said the kid's got things on his head, step away from it, everyone has a bad game. It looked to me more like, honestly, it was frustrating in the fact that I've got mates who are West Ham fans, they're up with us now in the pub over the road and we're having a bevy with them, and I don't wish them any bad luck, but that wasn't technologically fabulous. It wasn't that wasn't rocket science. It was kind of page 1, chapter 1 kind of thing, so I'm expecting better. I'd also say to you that I've already told you this season I'm working with it, but he's got to learn.
Okay.
We've got to learn, and we've got to stop being so gullible when teams who really shouldn't be passing it round with us, it's the Premier League, they're allowed to come and beat us, but it's the way they beat us. We can't just lie down for teams like that and going through this industrial, mechanised method of going forward, because football's moved on from that now.
Are there any positives that you can take from today? Maybe individual performances. Bernard, when he came on, looks okay. Is there anything else though, Dave?
Digney was alright. Yeah. Digney was alright. He looks like a footballer. I thought Zuma got caught today. I still believe now, buying 2 centre-halves who've never played for you and expecting them to go straight into your team is going to be a problem. Because centre-halves, they build on a partnership. How to hold the line, when to stand off, when to go 2 together, when to stand off as 1, and who goes where, who's the first ball, who's the second ball. There's a myriad of things just to get that partnership right in the middle of your defence. Well, I see us being 3 months away from that.
So it's the overriding thing is we need to stick in, give it time. I don't suppose you were at the end there, they're booing. I wasn't at the end booing, no. No, of course.
I've never booed that.
So it's just a case of, you know, to conclude, it's a case of we've just got to give it time and hope, as you say, that Monaco Silva learns from this. The introduction of some of the new lads, maybe Gomez in that area that you spoke about.
Yeah, no, we definitely need, if we're going to need players, it's in that area, specifically, primarily. First is what we need. However, it's kind of bigger than that. This needs everybody to step up. We had players today who weren't even up to the standard of what we've seen this season. We've got Richarlison to come back. I'll give you an example. Cenk Tosun playing with his back to goal in that team today, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin out wide allowed them to come up the path, to push tight on Tosun and pushes towards the centre half, because they know he's even a ball over the top, and we were trying to hit them with balls over the top. He can't win it. If you were to do a simple thing in the first half and swap Tosun with Dominic Calvert-Lewin and now he can run onto them balls. Therefore, they retreat and get nearer to the goalkeeper, so he picks the ball up when it goes off. That allows people to play in front of you.
I understand,
It sounds complicated, but actually, as far as coaching goes, you can sort that out in a week. You can sort that out in a week and just say to him, right, if that happens in a game, swap over, and Dominic's got the pace to get over the back. They are now afraid of his pace, where they're not afraid with Tosin, and he took him off with about 10 minutes to go, 12 minutes to go. It's not enough. Lookman, come on, we've all been trumpeting Lookman. He didn't touch the ball. So what we need to do is imagine scenarios where that happens in training, and we say, right, now go on and change the game. You've got 18 minutes, you've got 14 minutes. Go on, get down, put crosses in, have a striker running to the front post, have one running to the back post, put things in their head, what they're trying to put in our head. That's what frustrated me today. We were kind of supine. We lay down and took it, and we're going to meet teams in this league, starting next week, by the way, who are better than these. So if they are training with our videos and they look and say, well, they laid down to Huddersfield and they laid down to West Ham, what we've got to do is get 2 goals up and they'll lay down to us as well. That's got to change. That's the primary thing that's got to change, because this is a season of change. So the manager, while he gets a clean blank piece of paper as far as the criticism goes, he's got to be showing that he's learning, because we'll get to the end of the year and his report card won't be very good. I'm not saying about winning things, I'm not even saying about a position in the league, but he's got to demonstrate to us, the match-going people, fans, that he's getting it. He might not be able to solve it today, but he understands the problem. And the last thing I'll say to you is that the transfer windows are going to be crucial to us now, because everybody else who's selling players knows we're looking for them. It's like when you've sold a centre forward. Other people have got centre forwards. You don't even have to be that good for the price to go up. So everyone who watches us every week will see there's a Peyton's hole in the middle, from the middle to the front of our team as regards mobility. All of them can play and all of them can pass, but they can't all run around, and we need somebody in that who's busy, can tackle, win the ball back and counter attack.
Dave, this always makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much.
It's a grand old